Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door Shutter coming back to you with episode 14 of Cave Factory. And today, I kind of want to rant a little bit more about this mod pack. Okay, so, one of the quests gave you, I believe it was this one, a compacting machine. It legitimately says you can use compacting machines to reduce commulgen lag. So, in general, release lag. So I was like, you know what? I want to make more of them. Oh, look at tiny. Oh, wow, this isn't that bad. Until you click on this. The mod pack author created it to where you legitimately cannot make compacting machines or compact machines until you basically beat the game. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. This is an awful idea. Because the biggest thing is, ultimate singularities are all these different singularities, and all these singularities need quantum compressing and blah, blah, blah. And it just becomes a nuisance, right? So, I'm basically going to have to keep expanding this, and there was really no point using a compact machine if I can't use any more. I don't fully understand who thought that was a good idea, because now it's like you're forced to mine more. I mean, I don't think that's the worst idea because, I'm mining quite a bit anyway, and you can, use create. But if you wanted to reduce lag, like the thing says, good luck. That's basically it, right? Like, that's not the best. But anyway, that's just my quick rant for this episode. Yeah, like I really am kind of confused why that's a thing. I did see that recipe for the walls a while ago, but I didn't expect them to be used in crafting. In all honesty, I thought they were something else. But the fact that they're used in crafting recipes shows that the person didn't really think it through. Like, because, I mean, yes, you can definitely add bigger machines and stuff, especially into, like, the maximum and blah, blah, blah. But it's just like, now, at the point you're at the ultimate singularity, you're probably not going to be doing anything else with this pack. At all. Because you've got the ultimate singularity. Why would you do anything? Kind of thing. So it's kind of like, this is a waste of a mod, basically. That's just like my 2 cents kind of thing. If anybody, if you guys have a different opinion on that, explain it to me, because honestly, I don't see that being a reasonable thing, at all. And yeah, let's see. So quickly cleaning up my inventory here. There is a few things that we need to do today. Finishing up that multi-block from Immersive Engineering is one of those. So I really quickly need to make a windmill shaft. Or the windmill thing, whatever it's called, windmill bearing. So we need one of these, a piece of stone, which is what I have, and another shaft. Alrighty. Let's make this, and then we'll also need to make nothing else, I guess, because we do have those. And I'll make this real quick. Also, a quick note while I'm building this. If you actually don't shift right-click and place this, it won't actually face the correct direction, right? So if I actually pick this back up, and I hold shift and I right-click, it'll actually place in the opposite rotation, which is awesome. It's just like the block breakers for the stone generator. If you shift, right-click, place it, it will actually place in the opposite direction. I figured that out accidentally whenever I was placing all of these, so that's just something to keep in mind. I really just wanted to mention that, because I think I said something along the lines whenever I placed the block breakers that I've never seen this in any other mod. Create has it, so that is awesome. I do love that. I probably missed it, honestly, once or twice, so that's on me, but yeah, just something cool to mention. Alrighty, so we're going to place all of these blast bricks, just like we did the coal coke oven, and then we'll hit it with a hammer. Okay, so just hit it with a hammer, and we are good. And then we will take this blocks of coal coke. Let me grab a sword real quick so we can take care of this guy. Actually, you know what? Let's try to kill him with the capture. Be kind of cool to actually get like a gold farm going with those kind of guys. Maybe something to think about in the future. 100%. That'd be pretty cool. All right, so we need iron blocks. You, of course, could use iron ingots, but I'm going to go for blocks here. Alrighty, so let's take this here, throw that in there, and that in there. We should be golden. Alright. Because I got my magnet on, by the way. That's why I keep picking those up, but that's fine. Alright, so this will take a little bit here. Let's look at what we get for a reward. I don't expect much. Magma bricks. I mean, those look cool. I'm not really probably ever going to use them, but those look pretty cool. I don't think there's really a use for them, right? Oh, there's like automated block cutting from Create. I didn't know that one. Alrighty, so yeah, that's going to be steel. And this will take a while. Of course, I think the first little bit of business that we want to take care of is actually reinforcing this. But I think we need power for part of that. Not all of it, but part of it, I think. Let's see here. So if I look at the quest book here for a second, I don't actually know if this is actually placed in here or not. The water wheel is something we definitely will be able to get sooner or later. This is why you needed the creosote, by the way. The treated planks actually need creosote buckets and things like that. So that's a pretty good thing. That's why it's a really good reason to use the drum like this, because it has such a high capacity. There we go. We got 1 block of steel. Convert that. There's that. Okay. And then it's saying the fermenter turns apple/sugar/ or apple/sugar cane/melons into ethanol. I mean, ethanol production probably wouldn't be the worst. Yeah, it's like telling you, then you go refinery, and then the squeezer, and then you could probably do a few things. So let's look at ethanol. Is it... How in the world are we spelling ethanol here? I spelled it right. Okay, there we go. That's better. Alright, so ethanol can then be used for the mixer, which makes herbicide, and the refinery with seed oil that can make biodiesel. Then biodiesel can be used in for molten plastic, apparently, and lubricant from that, from pneumatic craft. I thought there was a way to use that for fuel. I don't know if it's mentioned in here. I'm pretty sure biodiesel can be used as fuel. I don't know. That's something we'll have to look into. Alrighty. And these are like crafting components. Yeah. Okay, so we've got a couple blocks of steel in here, which is decent. And I think we could actually start looking at some of this stuff. Also, real quick, before we get too far, let's just convert that. And then get this. I really don't know what this actually is. Oh, it's like the book for immersive petroleum. The alloy kiln, I don't know what that is. Oh, I know what this is. Okay, so watch this. If I click confirm here, we should get, yeah, a visual representation. That is awesome. Okay, I can definitely get behind that. So this will tell you how to basically make all of the multi-blocks within Immersive Engineering. And I don't know if the Immersive Petroleum adds any, but that is a really cool thing. So there's like the arc furnace, the crusher, which is something we definitely want to look into. Rotations. I don't think it tells you what you fully need, but that is still really, really cool. I like that. You got pipes. That could lead down into the fluid extractor, tanks from Create, tanks from Immersive Engineering. All right, let's pick up that creosote back here. Okay, and then get that task, which is the engineer's toolbox. I don't really know what this is. I mean, we can throw food in there. I have way too many tools to put in this thing, though. There's like wiring. Oh, so can I do that? That kind of stuff? Because I know there's like wire cutters and things like that from Immersive Engineering. Like, here, hold on. Wire cutters, yeah, this stuff. Which can be used for quite a few things, I do believe. Yeah, like actual electrum wire and things like that. So that is actually pretty nifty. I'm excited for that one. Okay. That is pretty cool, but I don't think I'll probably be using this. I'll just stick to my backpack for now, which is fine, right? Like, I don't think I really need to worry about it too much. Okay, nothing. Alrighty, so let's do something real quick. I think I actually need one more thing before I actually do this, which is that let's grab a factory hopper. Since we have it, we might as well use it. We also kind of probably need a chest of some sort, so let's grab a couple of that, 8 of that, and then we'll go for 8 of this. All right, let's just make a gold chest real quick here. So, do that, do this, and then this, and then that should allow for us to get a little bit more storage here. So what I'm going to do real quick is place a hopper here, a Tinker's seared casting basin. Actually, no. I think I want to place it a little bit in the ground since the casting basin needs to be a block below. So let's do that. And then do the casting basin on top of that. Do the golden chest. And then do a seared faucet with a lever on the ground. Okay, it's not going to be able to do that. I think if we look at this, I know there's a way to do this. And I think the best way probably... Actually, no. Never mind, hold on. The reason it's probably not working is actually because I need to do something like this. I don't think I can grab that stuff, but that's okay. Yeah, I can. Do this and then something like this. Throw our wooden planks in here. Yeah, that's why it's not working. So, this is going to be making treated planks, right? So the treated planks are a key point for immersive engineering because they're used in a lot of stuff. And it's only treated planks, right? You don't really have any other way of doing this. And a way to get treated planks is by using creosote oil. Creosote oil can literally be taken from a tank, or even actually this itself. You can actually just put a faucet here, put a lever here, and pull the fluid out, but that would be very slow, and you probably wouldn't make a lot of creosote at the end of the day. So I'm just going to let this run. It's basically got a hopper full of, you know, things, right? It's got a hopper full of wooden planks going to be turned into that, so that's going to take some time. But we are getting quite a bit of steel and all of that fancy jazz. Slag actually can be used for some decorations. It actually can be used for creation of sand in the crusher. That's pretty cool. You can make chocolate with it. That sounds disgusting. Looks like you can just make a few things. Oh no, okay, so it's using those fluids to make concrete. You can make you can use chocolate to make concrete. That is interesting. But concrete is used for creation of actual concrete, I'd assume. But I'm not sure. So, you know, there's a few things we need to figure out and stuff, which is fine. I'm going to let that run for a little bit, and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so we're going to try this here. So I'm going to use these reinforced blast brick and see what happens. I don't know if this needs power, but if it does, I can always just go make some more of these and set these somewhere for a short while. So we're basically going to just redo the structure, and that is not how we actually do it, apparently. Okay. So the reinforced... So at Immersive... Actually, let's grab the book. I have that on me, right? Reinforced blast, improved blast furnace. Oh, it needs something on top of it. Okay, so it just needs a generic hopper. Okay, let me go grab a hopper. Alrighty, so I've placed the hopper. Now we're just going to right-click this, and we should have the ability to throw this in here. Okay, and then we'll take the coal coke, and this should basically just be a better version. Once we get the preheaters, which are, I do believe, mentioned here probably somewhere. Yeah, blast furnace preheater. Blast furnace preheaters are used to heat up air, then blow it into the furnace to speed up the refinement process of iron. Each furnace can have up to 2 preheaters connected to the ports on each side. And flux, you do need energy. So that's not something we can do right now, but we have this in place to allow for us to do that, right? So that is awesome. Let's see what we can do with this, right? So I think the first thing we want to probably do is look and see, is there a way to export anything from the bottom? I doubt it, but you might as well check. I've checked every other side, right? Okay, nothing you can do there. Alrighty. This is a very weird block, by the way. Very weird shape, I guess I could say. Alright, let's go back in here. Let's grab a stack of this. Okay. So now what we can do is I would say probably come over here, run a pipe off of this, and export. Can we do that? Export the coal coke? Because I'm fine if I have to pull stuff manually, right? Like, I don't really care. I care more about the fact that I need to import coal coke. For now, at least, right? Alrighty. So, where are we at now, right? I think what we really need to do next is grab some of this stuff. That's another quest complete here. We got 22 sticks. The immersive engineer use for crafting immersive engineering specific items requires a blueprint. Okay, let's look at getting this stuff, right? So it's that table. There's a circuit table. I don't know what that is, actually. I'm kind of curious what that is. Anyway, let's look at getting this. Actually, how is everything doing real quick? I just want to double check. Are we still cruising? This thing's getting full every once in a while, which is fine. Basically immediately empties out. We're still smelting. We're still going. The emeralds and stuff are still moving. Yep. And everything over here is still cruising. How's the redstone doing? Oh, it is completely empty now. That is awesome. And so is the lapis. Awesome, awesome. So we are definitely getting somewhere, and I love the fact that we're doing that. So, definitely. All right, anyway, back to what we were doing here. So, immersive engineering workbench. We need some slabs. I do actually have some crafting tables in here. I'm not 100% sure. What does this crafting table look like? It's got like an inventory. So I'm guessing it probably keeps the inventory. That is cool. Okay. Actually, that is a nice crafting table. I think I might prefer that over this one. Honestly. Anyway. Just because it doesn't detect inventories, I'd assume. Okay, so we need an iron ingot here. we should be able to get the engineer's workbench. And I think I'm going to go place this back there with all of the things back here as well. So we could probably place it along this hall. I think that's fine. Okay, so we got one blueprint. Right? Common projectiles. Nothing we really can do with this because I'm not going to make projectiles. Alrighty. So I don't think there's a way to get blueprints in this mod pack. But there are like the which one is it? Arc furnace electrodes. So we need to get a villager. I don't know if there's a way to spawn a villager, is there? I don't think there is. I don't know if we'll actually be able to use an arc furnace. I don't know. That might be a problem. Anyway, let's look at this. So we've got the assembler. Where is the arc furnace actually in location here? Metal press refinery, diesel generator. There's the diesel generator. It doesn't say anything about them. But it doesn't... Where? What? Okay, so it does mention that you need the electrodes, but it doesn't tell you how to get them. How do you obtain them? Alrighty, so apparently I'm worrying for a little bit of nothing. Right here is this Cocoon of Caprice. And basically, this is from Britannia. And I looked up, this is probably an older article. I don't have the Britannia book currently. But this basically says that giving 2 minutes after placing it, it will turn into a baby animal. So leaving it alone basically will turn it into any animal. But you can give this up to 20 coarse fruit to give a shulker spawn, and giving it emeralds will actually give it a baby villager. So we're gonna have to find a place to actually set this thing down once we make it, which we have basically everything for. We actually just need to place it. So that is a thing. Let's see. So what did we fully need? Let's get a fell pumpkin, rotten flesh string, bone. And then gunpowder. Okay, and we have plenty of pumpkins. We don't really need to worry about that. So we'll just come over here and grab this. And then we can come back over here and make that pumpkin. Of course, we will need the string in a second here, which I did kind of, space on for a second here, but let's go grab that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. That's all we need, right? Okay. So let's go for this. Okay, and then let's give this an emerald or 2. I'm not 100% sure. I kind of want to create a closed off room for this guy, though. And I actually have plenty of rooms over here that are available. I could probably place him down over here for right now. So let's stone this up. And we'll just place him over here. These are kind of like our cells of... what would you call this? Like a cell of habitability kind of thing, where we just like keep everything that is living that we do not want to murder. Basically. Right? Like that kind of sums up these rooms. I mean, that is kind of awful that, we have like a section of my base dedicated to like growing fruits and vegetables, and then just like keeping villagers and cows and pigs and sheep sooner or later as captives. But I mean, that does sum up what I'm doing here, so I guess that if it fits, if the shoe fits, and we can actually not have to worry about making anything here. We can actually grab some of this stuff out of here that we were given a while ago. There's a cast iron fence. We might need to use like a whole bunch of other ones, but let's see. Alrighty. So we can place this one here. Wait, what? Oh, it's just a fence. Hold on. So I need a fence gate, which is like this one. Right? This is the gate. No, it's not a gate. Goodness, they look like gates to me. Alright, we'll need a gate then. Let me go grab a gate. So we could actually place this like right here and right here. But it actually doesn't look like it's connecting. I don't want that then. I want something that connects. Alright, there we go. Okay. Plant the carrot. Let's go put the carrot in here. Alrighty, so I think we're ready for this. So what I'm going to do is I've got a couple stacks of emeralds because this does say that you just feed it until it stops accepting them. And that should be good, right? So we're going to place this down probably dead center here. Since these are, you know, farm fields basically. We'll just feed this until we can't anymore. Okay, there we go. And then I will be back in a little bit when it is done. Also, the anvil is actually the workstation we need. I'm going to go grab a bed real quick as well. But the anvil is the workstation for creating the villager we need, apparently. So, that book does say this right here. So, also it does say slavery is about to begin. I don't support slavery, but in this case, I do have a whole bunch of cows that are in there that are never going to be used or touched again unless I need milk. So, I mean, I have, I don't know. This whole section of my base is awful because it is just farms and soon-to-be creatures I'm going to be capturing. And then over here is just like, oh yeah, it's machinery. It's nice. It's, you know, it's cool to look at. Death. Nice to look at. Alrighty, so I've traded with this guy to get the engineer's blueprint. I had to grab, you know, a few items here that really I don't need. But I'm pretty sure I could use this sooner or later. I think. I can't fully remember what you'd use these for. I know there's a drill from Immersive, but I don't think I've ever used it. Yeah, there's like the mining drill. And this can have these heads on them. I mean, we could definitely look at that because I mean, we can get like the steel drill head and all that fancy jazz. But we do have what we need. So now what we need to get is this HOP graphite ingot here, which is this, which is coke dust and an industrial squeezer. Okay, so let's see here. So let me look at the quests here. So factory, I think what we really need to get first is this water wheel, and then that will give us a little bit of power to power the squeezer and things like that. So let's see here. Let's quickly swap these backpack positions because it always bugs me. Throw those in there for right now, and throw these emeralds away for a second here. Alrighty, so we should have the ability to make a water wheel pretty quickly here now, especially because I did just get some water wheel segments from the actual villager, so that's pretty cool. So let's actually grab a couple of these. Three work. All right, so where do we want to put power? I'm kind of thinking of just at this opposite end here. We'll probably put the bigger machines, I think, like right about like here-ish. Okay. Let's then go over one. I don't know why I'm using glass, but it's fine. I think those might be a little high up, but that's fine here. Let's see. So let's just knock this out. That's okay. Get some glass shards. Okay. Anyway, let's look at how we actually get this powered. I don't actually know because I've never used, I mean, I've used them, but it has been a hot minute, right? So let's see here. So let's build a retaining wall for the fluid that needs to flow. I don't know if they have anything incorporated with the whole soul sand thing, We can try that, but I highly doubt that is a thing, unlike with create. So we'll see here. All right, so let's just keep building this water retention wall type thing here. Probably need some blocks down here as well. Kind of like creating a little ring around this. Okay, place a block there, and we'll call that good. All right, so let's grab an infinite water source here, which is the thing that I believe is in the alchemy table over here, right? Because I was using it for clay earlier. So let's snag this back up. We can try a piece of soul sand. I don't think it'll work, but we can always try, right? That's the biggest thing. This mod pack is going to be a lot of trying and probably a lot of failing, which, I mean, it's kind of apparent already because of the whole quantum thing. The compacting thing, I mean. Alright, so let's put that there. Okay, so you already have some amount of movement, which is not what we want. I don't actually want that to be right there. Alright, so let's try to block that off. Okay, and then I want to go up. Okay, will this push any of it? I don't know, I can't move. So I'm going to have to break out of here for a second. Okay, so no, that does not seem to be working. Okay, that's just a question answered right there. Alrighty. So let's grab a little bit more cobblestone here so we can actually block off that source of water. Right? Because I want this to rotate in the opposite direction anyways, so... Alright, let's grab some stone real quick here, which is right here. Might as well keep the block types consistent and all that jazz. Okay, so what I think I want to do is I want to push this over one and then put a lava or a water source on top. And by the way, this is how we're going to generate RF, by the way. This is not like how Create is with like RPMs and stress units and all that. This is actually real power generation needed to power machines and stuff. Of course, this won't be the most efficient. Sooner or later, we will get to like biodiesel and stuff like that. The ability to actually use that as a proper fluid type. Let's place that block there then. Okay, so we probably want something like this. Which that's my bad because I should have placed a block beforehand. But that should get it full rotation, right? Like as good as it can be. I think so. I think what we could actually do... Actually, no, it's already doing it. I didn't realize that. Is I was thinking like getting it flowing this way. So if we actually probably place a block here real quick, and we probably place a full water source like right there, that should be okay. I don't know if that'll affect anything, but that is working decently. Alrighty, so let's go for the next one. I'm going to get these two done off camera, and we'll start looking at what these actually need to start producing stuff. And I'm guessing it's this stuff, this thermo generator. Says you can attach up to 3 water wheels to 1 kinetic dynamo. Make water flow all around it to make the most out of it. If it's not generating power, break and place the water wheel again. Okay, so I can place these together apparently. I don't know if I can do that with all the stuff I have on this one, but we'll see. Okay, we can probably knock this stuff out because it should just be flowing properly now. Okay, and then we can actually just make a hole right there so it shouldn't flood out. Right? Okay. And we can place that here. Okay, I'm thinking. I hope this will work. I'm not 100% sure if it will work this way, but I guess I will test it off camera and report back, because I just got to place the water blocks like I have here, and we'll go from there. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, so let's get to crafting some stuff. Real quick, I made the Kinetic Dynamo, and I've placed it, but I'm not sure if it's actually functioning. So the Kinetic Dynamo is a simple recipe. You just need a copper coil block, which is an LV wire. LV wire comes from either Create or just this, which is a plate, which you can use and the engineering hammer on a copper ingot to get the plate. And then you just do this. You need a total of 8 wire. And the reason is because you get 4 LV per 4 copper wire, so you do need 8. And then that's just that. I'm still not sure if it's working. The placement is a bit off, and I'll show you how to fix that in a second here. First off, we need to get this stuff, right? So this LV wire relay, wire connector, and insulated LV cable. It looks like it's trying to force me to do hemp, which is fine. We can definitely get that set up pretty quickly here. I mean, that's okay. So let's see. So let's actually mark this, and mark this. And I think I have hemp seeds somewhere. Let's see. I know they look weird. These right here, these industrial hemp seeds. Let me go make a farm for these, get a few actual things grown, and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, so I've picked up the Kinetic Dynamo here real quick. The reason is because I want to show you the rotation. So you take an engineer's hammer and you can actually shift, or just right click on this, and you'll see that this black side is actually now facing against the wind, or the water mills. And water wheels, not water mills. And that means that it should be connected, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this LV capacitor, and this should contain, it should allow for me to input the power. Goodness. Right, so let's look at this. So I don't know how these work. It's been a minute. So let's just do this. Insulated. Okay, and that should start powering, right? You can see that we are getting a decent amount of power, and that is awesome. Okay, so this is working. We do now have our first bit of power. So now what we need to do is actually figure out how we want to go about making the squeezer and stuff like that. I don't actually know what this thermoelectric generator is. I don't know. We'll have to look into this. Let's see. I think if I place this down and I grab a book, where is the book for this? Right in my inventory. Shift right click on that. No, okay, it's not gonna work. Alright, that's fine. We can look at this thing. So the thermo, another option of power, use mechanical parts instead of the temperature. 2 power source, place hot fluid on one side and colder fluid on the other. Okay. So this generates based off of fluids. That is pretty nifty. Okay, that might be something we can definitely look into. We got a charging station. So that means we have like the metal press, the squeezer. I will definitely be looking at the squeezer soon. I think that's our next basic thing to get into. And yeah, but I am actually going to wrap up the episode here. Because we are, getting to that point, and I don't want to go over it too much this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!